Jesh Mataji, brothers and sisters, let's get ready for this morning meditation, which will be conducted by Ivory Coast Collective in West Africa. Let's start by the arti to welcome Sri Mataji. Swagata agata swagatam. Swagata agata swagatam. Ambesabe karate swagatam. Ambesabe karate swagatam. Ajamare Vishwapadare Shri Mataji Avpahintare Junjunke karatengam Junjunke karatengam Je swagata agata swagatam 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 Pujavari Mataji ke Parashwari Paka Pujavari Mataji ke Darashwari Paka Karate Swagata Dil Segata Karate Swagata Dil Segata Prem Fuloke Mara Panatae Prem Fuloke Mara Panatae Je Swagata Agata Swagatam Swagata Agata Swagatam Nimalamase Vinachamare Nimalamase Vinachamare Jivana Sukhe Se Karadebare Jivana Sukhe Se Karadebare Ananda Prem Shanti Sadayare Ananda Prem Shanti Sadayare Je Swagata Agata Swagatam Swagata Agata Swagatam Ambesabe Karate Swagatam Ambesabe Karate Swagatam Ajamare Vishwapadare Shri Mataji Apahintare Jojunke karatengam Jojunke karatengam Je swagata agata swagata agatam swagata agata swagatam agatam swagata agata swagatam. Namaskar. Shri Mataji, Divine Mother, please thank you for the great opportunity you are giving us today to worship you. Mother, humbly, we are asking you to give us your blessing and to bless all your children all over the world. Mother, please protect your creation and destroy all negativity attacking the human being. And let Saja Yoga spread all over the world. Jai Shri Mataji. Let's raise our Kundalini and give us abundance. the Maha Mantra. Reciting. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Regunatmika Kundalini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Moksha Pradayini Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah Shri Ganesha, please be kind, merciful, and forgiving, that you manifest within ourselves. Let all these hypocritical things, all these conditionings, and all this wrong idea we have, or all the wrong life we have had, just disappear like thin air. And let the beautiful moonlight of your soothing qualities of innocence be manifested through us. Sri Mataji Devi, Sri Ganesha Puja, Lanner, Bar, Austria, 26 August 1990. Sakshat Sri Adi Shakti Mataji Sri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. Mantra to Sri Ganesha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. Sri Ganesha, I'm going to be worthy of your attention. Please make me innocent so that I am in your attention. Shri Mother, you are Sri Ganesha. Please give me wisdom and discrimination. Sri Ganesha Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. Shri Ganesha Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo. Shri Ganesha Sakshat. Om Vameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo. Now let's balance our channels. Left hand to Sri Mataji and right hand to Mother Earth. Sri Mataji, verily you are Sri Mahakali. Grandmother, please purify my left channel and give us the pure desire. Shri Mahakali Vairava Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahakali Vairava Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namo. Let's put the attention on our left shoulder and pray Shri Lalita Chakra Swamini. Shri Lalita Chakra Swamini Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Lalita Chakra Swamini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namo. Shri Mataji, Mother, we are fortunate to be under your protection. Now the right channel. The right hand on our lap and the left one to the sky. Shri Mataji, truly you are Shri Mahasaraswati. Mother, please purify our right channel and give us the pure attention. Mother, we are just instruments. You are the doer. Shri Mahasaraswati Anumana Saksha. Tvameva Saksha Shri Mahasaraswati Anumana Saksha Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namo. Let's put the attention on our right shoulder and pray Shri Shri Chakra Swamini. Shri Shri Chakra Swamini Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Shri Chakra Swamini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo. Shumatagi, verily you are the Holy Spirit. Now both hands on the laps to balance the central channel. Srimataji, you are Sri Mahalakshmi. Mother, please help us grow further. Shri Mahalakshmi Ganesha Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namo. Matagi, please consolidate my connection with the divine. Now let's say Chamundaye Viche Nama mantra so that Sri Chamunda destroy all negativity inside us. So the mantra is Om Ain Rin Clean Chamundaye Viche Namaha. Attention on the Sasrara. Chamundaye Viche Namaha. Sat Sri Adi Shakti Mataji Sri Nimala Devi Namo. Now let's listen the talk of Sri Mataji, which was in 1979 in UK.
Most of you are Sahajogis here. I think some new people have come. Are there? Yes. Who else is there? Yeah, Suman is there. Yes, it's true. Now, those who have got realization, those who have felt the vibrations, must know that they are now developing into another being. The germination has started, and you must allow the germination to work out its own way. But normally, when we get realization also, we do not realize that it is a tremendous thing that has happened within us. That this triggering, which is an impossibility, has taken place within us, and it has to work out slowly. It has to develop and evolve us into that. And because we do not feel it, we do not take it that seriously as we should, our realization. Moreover, they are surrounded by people who have not felt the vibration. They do not know this area. They have never seen it. As Guru Nanak has called it, it is alakha. They have not seen it. They don't know about it. They don't know there is a power of God that exists, which understands, coordinates, cooperates with you, which is working in the collective being, which makes you aware of that collective being and of others also. This alakha, or we can call it aparoksha, which is not seen by anyone, which no one knows about. They talk about it. They talk about kingdom of God. They talk about God's powers, divine power. It's all talk, 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 talk. But once you are triggered into it, you have to grow into it. Unless and until you grow into it, you will be dwarfed. Especially for people who have come from fake gurus and from false things that they have been following. They don't know how terrible these things are. Like you are in a crocodile, and suddenly you discover it's a crocodile. How fast you would run from that? But even the understanding that it is a crocodile and it is going to eat you off doesn't come up so easily. Are you going? All right. All right. So, bye-bye. And as I have told you, you tell your sister. You have to form the nucleus and you have to write to me about it. And that you have to work out very well there. All right? You tell her what I have told you about Ireland. All right. May God bless you. Bye. Jim, are you going to? All right. So this one doesn't realize also. As you do not realize that triggering, which is the most difficult thing, has happened to you. It is difficult. But it has happened to you. You know why it has happened. You take that one for granted, and also you take the devils for granted. At least don't take the devils for granted. Run away from them as soon as possible. Meditate, and try to establish yourself in the realm of divine love. I say it is divine love. You cannot understand what is divine love is. You cannot understand any human being who loves you only for love's sake. Just because that person loves you, he goes on loving because he enjoys that loving. In Sanskrit it is called avyaj, that there is no interest. Avyaj. It's just flowing. Even when it corrects you in love. And the protection of divine love is the only way you are germinating. That love gives you that warmth needed, that strength needed, that confidence needed. Everything is given to you by that divine love. So, one has to realize that it is love and love and love is the basis of all this creation. God has created this world, this universe, only because He loved. And He wants to bestow this blessing on you because He loves you. But how far you love yourself is the problem. How far you understand yourself is the problem. You do not evaluate yourself. And that is the reason why, though the Kundalini has risen, and you have got realization, your vibrations are flowing, the growth is very slow. Because attention has been outside. And even after realization, it is outside. Sometimes it is sucked in, again it goes outside. Then we do not change our old habits at all. We go on sticking to those old habits. Our structure of life, our styles of thinking continue to be the same. Again we find ourselves lost into the same shambles. Now Sahaja Yoga gives you realization, all right. But also it gives you a long rope to hang yourself. If you do not pay heed to yourself and to your being, if you don't love yourself and understand that you are the instrument of God by which for the first time you are going to give realization to people. You are going to save people from getting drowned. And this is the first time you are made like that. This capability you never had and no human beings have, which you have got now today. Very few people had this capability. Very, very few people. But now you have got that capacity. And you do not want to evaluate yourself. How important it is. If you could realize, then you would work it out. Allow the blossoming to come up. On the contrary, I find, today because you are all Sahaja Yogis, I can talk to you like this. Normally it is about Kundalini and all that, but I find that you do not see the movements of your Kundalini. If you try to understand, and she's the one who loves you the most. Because she's your individual mother. And if you try to follow her, you will see that she's suggesting where is the problem with you. What you have to correct. What you have to do. Because she wants to perfect you. She wants to help you. So if you start watching it carefully, with love, with understanding, she's very playful, extremely sweet, full of beautiful plays like a little child. She will tickle you here and there, call for your attention. She doesn't trouble you. You have to be just alert about her. And she really matures you. You have seen people with time how they have matured. But you have to pay attention to her and to yourself. Otherwise, what is your value without enlightenment? What is the value of a human being without enlightenment? What is the use of having human beings if they are not enlightened? What is the use of this instrument if it is not put to the means? The rest is all useless, isn't it? And it is you who have to raise the people. You have to enlighten the people. As we have some gas lights, you see. A man runs up to the gas lights to lighten them. He only has the power or capacity to do it. So he runs up the street, lightening all the gas lights. It is who has to do. He is appointed for that. Sahaj yogis must realize what is their value. What have you made out of Sahaj Yoga? How many people have you saved? How many people you have helped? Instead of your own problems are so many, and you are creating problems for others by talking, by discussing, by arguing. You cannot discuss it out. You must know. You cannot argue it out. It has to work by itself. By arguing, discussing, fussing, judging, confusing yourself, you create a problem for your Kundalini to work it out. Are you not seeking your spirit? Are you not worried about the salvation of your own spirit? If so, what are you doing about it? That's the most important thing. I think everybody realizes this. That only achieving self-realization is not the end of it. Because it's just the sprouting that has started. You have to go further. You have to have compassion for others who haven't got it as yet. You have to think about them. You have to give it to them, work it out, put all your minds to it. But still I find people are busy with other things. They go back into the same circle. You should be busy. I don't say that you should not do something for your living. You have to do it. This is one thing very important for us to know, that we have to work it out. We have to allow it to grow within ourselves. Well, I mean, if you say that, Mother, we have all faith in you, that's all. That's not sufficient. What faith do you have? What do you mean by faith? It's such a vague term. What is faith after all? Have you ever analyzed the word faith? Some people think that we have all faith in Mother. If we sing her praise, finished. For that one has to reach a certain stage, like Adi Shankaracharya had reached. Have you got faith in yourself is the point. Who is having faith in me is the one who has no faith in oneself. You have to have faith in yourself and in all your fellow beings. All this other Sahaj Yogis. I've already told you that Sahaj Yoga is not going to work out individually. Anybody who thinks that I'm something greater than the others is a gone case. Nobody should work Sahaj Yoga for oneself in that way. You have to work collectively for every one of them. Any one of you who thinks that you have something higher than the others have, you are sadly mistaken. It's like one eye saying that I am higher than the other, or one nose saying I am higher than the eyes. Everything has its own place in the body of Virat. And everybody is so important as well as dispensable. You know what happens in Sahaj Yoga, very common in India, not so much here. I mean, Indians do this way. They have certain very good points, like, I mean, whenever I go, I find them very much matured and very much developed. Because they are not such thinkers as you are. You are great thinkers, visionaries, intellectuals, you see. And I was thinking all the intellectuals will be developing a horn here like this after some time. And when you'll see them, you'll know that these intellectuals who are denouncing God and denouncing all His ways, they are not intellectuals, I would say, to that extent. But they fail in certain things, while you fail in certain things. They always had this kind of a thing that somebody came up like a one man. He said, no, I'm something great. You see, then he says, I'm this, I'm that. Goes on with this kind of a hopping. And he shows down other people. And then suddenly, such a person is brought down. And the people are shocked. Mother, what happened? You cannot, you see, if you have to even pull a dead carpet like that, you cannot pull one side of it. You have to carry the whole. Only one person cannot shoot off in the whole game. Now you take my position. Yes, I know I have all the powers. Everything is there, of course. I'm supposed to be much higher and all that. Supposed to be, I should say. But confronting you, I have to come down. I have to fight the way with you up the hill. Every step we have to go together hand in hand. You know that. Some chakras are catching, alright, so I put my chakra into play. It works out. It works out that way. But you know that how much I have to struggle. How much I have to work hard. It's a task, giving realization. My Kundalini doesn't need anything. You know that. But still she has to carry your heavy Kundalini on herself and raise it. It's a very heavy thing. Only a person of real love can do that. That's the only criteria. The one who does not have love cannot do it. It is too much a thing to do. The whole body vibrating, every center vibrating. It's not easy. But it's just the love, the compassion between you and me, which suits me. Which covers all the tasks and the labor and the thing that I have to put in. And sometimes it's such a wasteful thing I feel about some people. It is such a waste with them. But still, the love that has brought us together gives that soothing feeling. And you feel so cheerful every morning you get up with a new fragrance within yourself, feeling so happy about it.
Sakshat Sve Abhishati Mataji Sve Nirmala Devi Namo. Shri Durga Mata Sakshat. Om Wameva Sakshat Shri Durga Mata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. Now let's offer the Aparajita hymn.
Namo Devi Mahadevi Shivaye Satatam Namaha Namah Prakrute Badraye Niyata Pranata Smata Paraudraye Namo Nityaye Gaure Datre Namo Namah Jyotsnaye Chinjurupinye Shukaye Satatam Namo Namaha. Kalanyaye Pranatam Bhruje Sije Kurmo Namo Namaha. Neruche Bubrutam Lakshmi Sarvanyete Namo Namaha. Durgaye Durgaparaye Saraye Sarvakarine Kyate Tateva Krishnaye Dumraye Satatam Namo Namaha. Ati Saumya Achiraudraye Ati Saumya Achiraudraye Natastase Namo Namah. Namo Jagat Pratishtaye Devi Kruti Namo Namah. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Vishnumayeti Shabdita Namastase 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 Namo Namaha. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Chaitani Chabidiyate Namastase 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 Namo Namaha. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Bodhirupena Samdita Namastase 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 Namo Namaha. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Nidrarupena Samstita Namastase 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 Namo Namaha. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Kshudarupena Samstita Namastase 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 Namo Namaha. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Jayarupena Samstita Namastase 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 Namo Namaha. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samstita Namastase 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 Namo Namaha. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Trishna Rupena Samstita Namastase 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 Namo Namaha. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shanti Rupena Samstita Namastase 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 Namo Namaha. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Jati Rupena Samstita Namastase 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 Namo Namaha. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Lajarupena Samstita Namastase 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 Namo Namaha Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Kshantirupena Samstita Namastase 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 Namo Namaha Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shradarupena Samsita Namastase 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 Namo Namaha Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Kanti Rupena Samstita Namastase 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 Namo Namaha Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Lakshmi Rupena Samstita Namastase 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 Namo Namaha Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Vrotirupena Samstita Namastase 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 Namo Namaha Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Smrtirupena Samstita Namastase 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 Namo Namaha Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Dayarupena Samstita Namastase 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 Namo Namaha Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Tushtirupena Samstita Namastase 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 Namo Namaha Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Matarupena Samstita Namastase 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 Namo Namaha Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Bhrantirupena Samstita Namastase 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 Namo Namaha Namastase 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 Namo Namaha Namastase 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 Namo Namaha.
Shrimataji, oh Holy Mother, thank you for this meditation. Thank you for all your blessings. Thank you for taking us in your divine love, in your divine kingdom. Jai Shri Mataji. Let's stand up and take the third part of the Maha Mantra. Tvameva Sakshat Shri Karki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Moksha Pradayini Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah Shri Namaskar. Let's raise our Kundalini and make balance. Jai Shri Mataji, happy Navaratri celebration to all our brothers and sisters all over, all around the world. Jai Shri Mataji.